Hello everyone! So today I am going to show you how to do this look. Feel free to follow along and I hope you like it. If you do like it, please subscribe and like this video down below and comment and see what other videos you want me to try. Start out with some Perricone MD moisturizer. It smells like rose and it's a face finishing and firming moisturizer. Also, this is my all-time favorite moisturizer. It's actually a hydrating cream mask, so it says to take it off after 3 to 5 minutes or leave it on all night. I leave it on all night, almost every night, because I have really dry skin and this makes me glow. To prime, I use the Too Faced Hangover RX. This is really good stuff. Actually, I haven't used it in a while. Sometimes I don't prime, and I just use my moisturizer, but since we're doing this for real, I figured I'd do it the right way. After you prime, you foundation. I love Revolution products. For the amount of money that you spend on this is second to none. And I really like the spoolie. So I kind of just go. I also really love the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. This is really good stuff. It's a little bit of a darker color because I tend to use this in the summertime. So I typically just take a little sponge, and I know you're supposed to get it wet, but I don't always have like a sink nearby when I'm doing this. Sometimes I do it at work. You can do a sponge, you can do a brush, whatever is easiest for you. I find that a sponge is just kind of like easier to blend. And you want to make sure to go all the way into your hairline, especially if you're using a little bit of a darker color on your face and you don't necessarily have the right match foundation. You don't want it to stop like here because it's just gonna look like you have a face mask on, and it's not gonna look good at all. It looks like you don't know what you're doing, honestly. Not that I really know what I'm doing. I've kind of just picked this up over the years. That's not true. I'm certified, but I'm not an MUA. I got certified by Glam Lab. Okay. Now, you go in with your concealer. I know this seems counterintuitive. A lot of people, actually, I feel like the beauty community is really split between if you do the concealer first or you do the concealer after. I like to do the concealer first. I know concealer, it sounds like you're meant to conceal your blemishes and your dark spots, which is true. So you can do it before and after. I don't really typically do that. I use a lighter color concealer to put under my eyes because I have some purple and dark kind of bags and circles under my eyes. So, and I really love the Tarte Shape Tape. I mean, I think this is a must-have in your beauty bag. I'm using the color Fair. And to be fair, this is too light of a color for me. So I only use a really little bit. You only really need a little bit because it is very full coverage. And you want to kind of put it in like a triangular shape. I'm really breaking down all the steps because I know there's some of you out there that don't know all of this. Shout out to my girl Shayna, who has requested a breakdown of how I do my makeup. She's so funny. She asks me funniest questions when it comes to makeup. She did ask me a question about concealing, and is the concealer just for your blemishes? Like, when do you put it on, before or after? Like, those kind of questions. So I just went over that. But yes, I like to do it after. Wow, my face looks very light. Don't worry, we are gonna go in and darken this whole up. But yeah, the Fair color is very bright. Well, I look like a ghost. But yeah, I kind of go in darken it all up with my bronzer, contour, and all that. And what really helps is our next step, which is a powder. So you go in with like a finishing powder or translucent powder. I like to use a colored powder because when I use like the Laura Mercier translucent white powder, sometimes it reflects in photos and it makes me look very white. It's very noticeable versus like if you have a color, it kind of blends more in with your skin. It doesn't bounce off the light. A lot of people like this light translucent powder. I use the Alame loose finishing powder in the color 200 light medium. It's hypoallergenic, it's dermatologist tested, fragrance free, and oil free. I actually bought a bunch of Alame products for my grandma when I bought her a bunch of products. I bought it for her 90th birthday and she just turned 91 last weekend, so happy birthday, Grandma. And I did a whole beauty tutorial for her personally. I should have filmed it, but that's before I was doing YouTube. But she has very sensitive skin, so I bought her all Alame products and they really worked on her skin. She didn't get any allergic reaction, she didn't get any redness or bumpiness, and it looked really, really good. So if you do have sensitive skin, go for Alame. So you take a little bit of finishing powder and you kind of just tap it on your face. I like to go in with some bronzer, so I use the Cream Shop bronzer in the color Tiki Beach. I got this from Riley Rose Makeup for like $1. Shh, don't tell anyone. But it's really good bronzer, honestly. So you just can take the same kind of fluffy brush, tap the excess product off. The areas you want to focus on with bronzer are like this 3 shape. So you kind of want to do this very lightly. Okay. Then, using the same brush, I know a lot of people switch brushes, but I don't have time for that when I'm doing my makeup at work. So you kind of just tap the blush. Oh, I'm using the Milani blush in the shade 05 Coral Cove. It's this really, really like pink corally blushy look, and I really like it on my skin. This is the area you want to focus it on, and you can kind of bring it up. Okay, now once you're done with that, you have the option to highlight. If you want to keep it matte, don't highlight. If you want to look glowy, highlight. So I'm gonna try this Cream Shop highlight palette. I also got this from Riley Rose. I have not used it yet, so I'm gonna test it out. So when you highlight, you kind of want to do it in this shape, like around here. And for the eyes, I'm gonna do something very, very simple. The key to doing a really nice eye look is blending. So you want to make sure you have a really nice fluffy blending brush. It's one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. It's called Proof is in the Pudding. I also got this on my FabFitFun box. It's amazing because of the neutral tones. And I kind of just go in to the crease line and buff this color. Then you can go in with a darker color. When you do a darker color, you want to use a smaller brush and just hit right where it needs to get dark. So the outer corner, right into this crease line. I would suggest going slow, using very little product on your brush each time, really, really buffing it in. So I don't typically do my eyebrows. I already have very full eyebrows, but I do like to take a Q-tip or a little towel and kind of wipe off any excess makeup that got on my eyebrows. Okay, and then you can either go in with a liquid liner. I always use brown. I don't really use black because of my green eyes. I also like to pull my eyelid because it makes it a little bit more precise versus just having it open and going in like this. Going with a smaller brush. Et voila. Now you can just curl your eyelashes, put some mascara on. You can do fake lashes, whatever you like. I don't typically like doing fake lashes. I love, love, love this Marcel mascara. And you kind of go up and also use your eyelash to help as well. So you kind of do a slow blink while doing this and going up. And you let it dry. You can spray yourself. So this is the final look.